Ladies and gentlemen, Bill O'Reilly.
I know, I'm surprised too. Herbie Hancock, remarkable American, remarkable artist. We start his tribute there. Over the years, I've talked with Herbie a few times. I don't hang with him. I don't want to ruin his reputation. But when I see him, he's always serene. You ever notice that? He's always modest, and he's so polite. And believe me, I need that kind of role model. I remember one time seeing Herbie at a Time magazine bash, and there was Herbie sitting at his piano. He had played a number, and he's just taking it all in. Actually, he was so serene, I thought he was in a coma. Then I find out he's a practicing Buddhist. Presto, it all made sense. And he's always that way. Look at him now. He's sitting up there with the President of the United States, the First Lady, all those brilliant artists. And he's the only one not nervous about what I'm going to say. Herbie is a true gentleman. His fame and his skill reflect the values that have made this country great. Hard work, creativity, respect for yourself and others. And he brings that everywhere he goes. It's that embracing of what is good in mankind that infuses Herbie Hancock's music and makes him a national icon. He said one time, I realize that if I perceive myself as a musician, that somehow puts a barrier between me and people who are not musicians. But if I define myself as a human being, all the barriers disappear. That's true. Humble, to the point. That's Herbie Hancock. Herbie couldn't wait for the piano to arrive at his parents' house. He was only 10 when he made his solo debut with the Chicago Symphony. Then he discovered jazz. He wondered, how does this work? He loved to take things apart, and so he did. Blue Note Records was the place for jazz. Herbie wrote them 7 years of hits. Then he heard someone was looking for him. With Miles Davis, jazz wasn't what you played, it was how you played it.
Miles asked me to play something, and when I finished, Miles had one comment. He said, nice touch. I learned to trust your instincts and have the courage to be vulnerable enough to explore what you don't know. This is amazing.
He said, I like taking jazz to places it's never been before. New audiences put his album over the top. Herbie kept his eye on what the kids were doing. He called his song Rockin'. He was and still is the hippest guy in the room. He's happiest when he's exploring and taking his friends with him. Old songs, new rhythms. For over a half a century, Herbie has been bringing together the pieces that create the orchestra of life. We are so grateful for buying Herbie that piano.
A Kennedy Center honors tribute to Herbie Hancock. Ladies and gentlemen, Chick Corea, Dave Holland, Jack DeJohnette, Terrence Blanchard, and Wayne Shorter. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Parks, James Genus, Terry Lynn Carrington, Kurt Rosenwinkel, and Joshua Redmond. Ladies and gentlemen, Benny Caligula, Marcus Miller, Lionel Lueca, and Michael Bearden. Ladies and gentlemen, Snoop Dogg.
Groovy, groovy, jazzy, funky, bounce, bounce, dance as we dip in the melodic sea. The rhythm keeps flowing, it drifts to MC. Sweet sugar pop, drops and pops. It don't stop till the sweet beat drops. I show and prove as I stick and move. Vivid forms recited on the top of the groove. Smooth, my, floating like a butterfly, notes set, float like a lullaby. Brace yourself as the beat hits ya. Dip, trip, flip, fantasia. Party people in the house tonight. Can somebody say, ho? Let me hear you say, ho! Check it out, y'all. One more time, say, ho! Now scream! With so much drama in the LBC, it's kinda hard being Snoop D-O Double G. But I somehow, some way, keep coming up with funky jazz hits like every single day. May I kick a little rhyme for her? B, make a few ends as I breeze through. 2 in the morning and the party still jumping till my mama ain't home. I got jazz in the living room getting it on, and we ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. So what you wanna do? I got a 6-foot like Herbie when he did Cantaloupe. So turn up the horns and close the doors, cause Hancock is who we do it for. So we at the White House with this, and Herbie Hancock gon' make you bounce to this. Yeah, put your hands in the air. Come on, it ain't nothing for the party, y'all. Put your hands in the air. Yeah, what's that? Say ho. You gotta say it like you mean it. Everybody say ho. Come on, somebody say yeah. Say yeah. Say Hancock. Say Hancock. Say Herbie. Say Herbie. Down the street, playing Herbie and Cantaloupe, Snoop, D-O Double G, this what we do and we go for folks, say what? Rolling down the street, playing Herbie, Cantaloupe and Snoop. If it feel good to you, then it must be good to you. Come on, y'all. Yeah. You know we love you, baby. Thank you for creating hip-hop.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Beastie Boys, Mixmaster Mike.